right before the trade deadline. They basically traded off a bag of hockey pucks and a couple of sticks and got two bona fide great players. They sent out a conditional 2024 fourth round pick and a 2025 third round pick to Ottawa for all-star forward Vladimir Tarasenko. Oh, yeah, and by the way, Ottawa, pay half of his salary, but we'll take him.
I wish Ottawa could pay half my salary.
Man, it's like $10 million. So you say, whoa.
That'll still be more than what I make here.
You would think that right there is enough. No. Gustav Forsling. Come on, we like you. 8-year extension. Boom. Like that. But we're not done. We're not done yet. No.
We're not?
No. Sabres, we want your captain. Give us your captain. Kalak Poso. What do we send? A guy who's never made it to the NHL. An AHL defenseman, Kali Sagelin, and a 7th-round pick. Wow. Now, some people would say, whoa, we are the best team in the NHL already. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't try to fix it.
Is there reason for concern? I think the opposite. I think this is the Panthers realizing, as we've said, Vlad, this is the year. Let's go for broke. Let's get all we can. Let's go all in. Let's try to win. If you're someone that's saying, no, they're messing with the good mojo and everything that's happening with this team, I disagree. I think this is your chance. You already know you're special, but you might be just a step away from that special season. So why not go in there and make it happen? I like these moves. I think it's going to make the Panthers better in the long run. Now, maybe in the short run, there could be some growing pains, but man, when you add team captains, when you add all-stars to the team, you add a lot to that team. The core is still there. You still got Paul Maurice. You still got Sergei Bobrovsky. You still got Anthony Forsling. You still got your guys, Barkov, Luosterainen. Forsling, like we said, is signed now. It's adding a little extra juice. Now, it could go terribly wrong. That's happened in the past. I just don't see this Florida Panthers team kind of falling apart. I see them sticking together. I see them with the additions being that much better and just taking that little bit more step up. Right now, they're one of the top teams in the NHL. Right now, if the season were to end, Vlad, I don't want to talk about it too much, but you might get a trophy that would be going their way if they were to end the season right now. You got 90 points. That makes you the highest scoring team, at least points-wise, in the NHL. And we all know what that means, and we all know that's why we don't mind losing to Philadelphia the other night. Those Rangers, man, you told us, best team in hockey, took them down.
You did.
You've
gotten us twice this year. But like I also said, I don't know if I really want that President's Cup.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you don't want that President's Cup. So President's Trophy, the curse is definitely real. You got some really tough games coming up too. But this is the thing that the Panthers, they don't shy away from the tough games. Calgary's not good, but they're not bad. Play them today at 4:00. Then the Dallas Stars, you head down deep in the heart of Texas. That's Tuesday at 8:00. Then rivalry renewed, a team that got the best of us last game. You get the Carolina Hurricanes Thursday at 7:00.
That's in Florida, right?
That is going to be in Carolina, back in
Raleigh.
So
that's the second game in Carolina again.
Yes, it is back there again. They defeated us 1-0 the last time we played. Calgary, can't worry about them too much. The Stars are a very good team also. The Panthers, I mean, they play tough teams. They win against tough teams. They can't beat Philadelphia for some reason. We'll see what happens with the Hurricanes. Then you get the Lightning. That's another tough one right there. The Rangers, you get them coming up in a couple of days. The Flyers again, the Bruins. Man, not an easy schedule for the Panthers, but once again, as a Panthers fan, not worried about it. I do think in the long run, these trades, and you didn't really give up all that much to get these guys.
No, man.
I don't understand how that worked.
Panthers did what their neighbors down south does with the Heat. They made smart,
great moves
that don't affect them financially and leaves them able to make more moves if they wanted to, and doesn't, handcuff them like it does to other teams. So once you gave Paul Maurice that last year, that ultimatum, they've just been playing great hockey. They're your best chance down here to win a title.
Mhm. I mean, you got to believe in them. Like I said, they are the best team in the NHL. Their record is the best record in the NHL. They have the most points. They've done everything right, and they've gained depth with these trades. They've given up a couple draft picks. The guy that never made it to the NHL, he's been an AHL player, although prospect. That's enough, yeah. But still, you add depth, and if it doesn't work, you just don't play him. Whatever. If it messes with the team chemistry, which I don't think it will, one guy's a captain for the Sabres, that guy's an all-star for the Senators. You add that depth, and that's what it's all about in the playoffs.
It's also,
you want that depth,
and not only adding depth, the playoffs is going to be a grind. So
Yeah.
there's going to be injuries. There might be some games players miss. If you're able to bring in a Tarasenko,
yeah,
and add them to what is already a great group of forwards.
And the thing is, they said Tarasenko really wanted to be here. That's part of why the deal got made. So he wants to be here.
I think everybody sees it. I think if you watch hockey over the last year, and like I said, if you really watch hockey over the last 3-4 years, you've seen the improvement. You've seen the culture that the Florida Panthers have set. So you want to be down here. Who doesn't want to be in beautiful South Florida
playing ice hockey?
Right? You go into work, it's 85 degrees. You go practice 3 hours in the cold. And then when you leave, it's 86 degrees.
Let's give Bill Zito credit, man. Fortune favors the bold. Remember when he hired Paul Maurice? We're like, whoa, we won the President's Trophy. We finally won a playoff series. We seem to be doing everything right. Why would you bring in Paul Maurice, who's kind of coached all over the place, been everywhere? And he said, because it's not about the regular season. It's about winning in the postseason. We don't care anymore. We can make it to the postseason. We want to win in the postseason. And we went, oh my goodness, we had a good thing going, and now they're having a rough season. They slide into the playoffs. Pittsburgh Penguins kind of crap the bed. And we're like, oh, and now we got the Boston Bruins, who had the best regular season of any team. What are we doing? You and I, Vlad, went to that game. Was it 4? And that was a murder. I remember leaving, Vlad. As I told you, I said, if this is what we're building towards, I don't want to build anymore.
Oh, but I didn't think we're going to be, I put it this way, I didn't think we're going to be there for Friday.
The second I said, if this is what we've been building towards, I don't want to build anymore. Everything changed on a dime. And all of a sudden, this team, just the magic awoke. And we doubted. Everyone, I think, doubted. I don't know if the team ever doubted. They'll never tell you. I think there was probably some people around there saying, wait a second, what's going on here? But once they got it going, it has been magical, and they are on a heater. Never mind the loss the other day to Philadelphia. The trades, to me, shows you're all in. You're ready to go. The guys that you brought in, they're all in. They're ready to go. Why do you think they brought them in? They want to win a championship. Why do you think those guys wanted to come here? They think that this team gives them the best chance to win a championship. Whew. Now, if you guys can lose a couple of more games here, I hate to say that, Vlad. It sounds weird
because you want to. It's funny.
A couple games here and there.
You want to be in top. You want to be at top of the standings. You're in your own conference, but you want to have the best record overall in the league. That's crazy.
Good news. We have a grueling schedule ahead for the Panthers. Take a couple of L's in there, or, maybe a couple of overtime losses, still get your points, still stay where you kind of need to stay. And then just maybe by a point or by a hair, just lose out to that President's Trophy. Yeah, man.
Winnipeg won last night. Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver's 1 point away. Vancouver's.
The Bruins are going to do their part to blow it like they did last year. They're only 1 point behind us. The Canucks are only 1 point behind us. And we've already talked about this, Vlad, and we've posted it on the YouTube
We want
page.
the Canucks to win.
The Canucks have it written all over them to win the President's Trophy.
And then choke in the first round.
And then just go down in the first or second round in flames. Or like barely win the first round and then get, blown out in the second round. That would be our goal. Canucks, do your part. Do your job. Go ahead. Panthers, let the Canucks do what they got to do. Maybe lose a game here. And I'm not saying it sounds weird, but you got the Flyers, you got the Hurricanes, you got the Bruins. It's a grueling schedule. If you got to rest a guy here and there, get right for the postseason, you'll be fine. Absolutely fine. Panthers, man, I'm telling you, if I'm a betting man, Vlad, I would bet Panthers to win it all. Let's go a step further. If I'm a betting man, you say Panthers on the field. I'm going to field. Call me a homer.
I'm going to field.
I'm going Panthers. I'm giving the odds. Give me the odds.
I'll go with the field. It's too damn hard.
Well, yeah, the odds are that anything can go wrong.
Shoot. I mean, Boston was probably the favorite last year, and then what happened?
I would like to say that I knew the Panthers were going to beat the Bruins in the
but you just said you were leaving Game 4, so stop.
I'll have Game 4 out loud. So if this is what we're building towards, I don't want to build anymore.
All right then. So
they got beat up on the ice, and then physically they got beat up too. It was bad, man. Whew. But this year, I'm saying it right now.
Well, here's a question.
You can have the field. I want the Panthers.
Would you love a Florida Tampa Bay first round matchup?
Not really. No.
Okay, because that's what's
I know.
Season ended today. That's the first round matchup, and I guarantee you, there's not a Panther fan alive that's confident.
I'm not that cocky fan that says bring on anybody.
Nah.
No.
They got mind control over you.
I don't want. Even though we beat them 9-2,
still got mind control.
I know. Like I said, thank you last year to the Toronto Maple Leafs for doing what you had to do. We appreciate that. Thank you, Carolina Hurricanes, for always choking in the playoffs. We appreciate that. This year, not really scared of anybody, but I would prefer not to see the Lightning or the Flyers. That being said, I'm just saying it. Prefer not to see the Lightning or the Flyers.
Sergey say no, stay away from Lightning. Listen, I realized this season in both the NBA and NHL playoffs, I think certain teams might lose towards the end of the year to stay away from certain matchups early.
There's nothing wrong with that. Why make your life harder?
It's smart. I always say, what is it? Is it work smarter or is it work harder?
You work smarter, not harder.
That's what it is. So work smart.
That's the thing. Don't have this hubris. We'll play anyone, anywhere. We don't care. No. Make your life as easy as possible. If you see a matchup you might like or one you don't like, there's ways to angle towards all that. But yeah, you're right. I'll stay away from the Lightning just for the simple fact of the history. And recent history is one of the reasons why I don't want to play the Flyers, because they just seem to find a way against the Panthers. 7-game series. And you know how hockey is so fickle in the playoffs, man. You never know. Still, you give me either the field or the Panthers.
I'm taking the field, because if you're giving me, because when you're giving me the field, you're also giving me the defending Stanley Cup champs.
You like those Vegas Golden Knights?
I go listen.
You've beaten them all season long too.
I get that, but you know me. You still got to beat the champ. And until you prove that you can beat the champ, I'm still going with the champ.
Thank you, Ric Flair. Appreciate that.
Woo!